The woman suddenly realized she was already dead, but she couldn't remember what happened before her death, and her soul was trapped in this train station. Whenever she tried to leave this place, she would be blocked by a barrier. Helpless, she could only wander around the station day after day, until a year later, Lisa sat idly in the restaurant. At that moment, a panicked woman caught her attention, so Lisa sat across from the woman. From the content of her phone call, she learned that the woman had a mental breakdown due to excessive work pressure. Lisa watched as tears slid down the woman's face. Lisa instinctively reached out her hand. When the tear fell on her finger, countless fragments of memory from her life flashed in her mind. In that moment, she remembered all her memories from when she was alive, except she still couldn't remember how she died. Lisa was confused. Her life before had been so happy. Why would she commit suicide? Just then, 3 familiar faces appeared on the platform. They were her parents and her boyfriend. Today was the first anniversary of Lisa's death, so her parents brought her boyfriend to lay flowers and mourn her. As they were leaving, Lisa instinctively ran forward, trying to keep them from going. Unexpectedly, a miracle happened. This time she could easily pass through the barrier, which meant she could finally leave the train station. She suspected the disappearance of the barrier must be related to her parents and boyfriend. After watching her parents and boyfriend say goodbye and part ways, she chose to follow her boyfriend home. Soon, she followed him to the apartment she had bought when alive. But just as they entered the community yard, she noticed the downstairs neighbor staring strangely at her boyfriend. Lisa didn't think much of it. She followed her boyfriend into the room. The newspaper reported her death by jumping in front of a train. The police determined her death was suicide because she had suffered from a long-term mental illness. This confused her greatly, because she had never suffered from any mental illness. However, she wasn't the only one with doubts about this case. At that moment, Jack from the transportation department was investigating Lisa's case. Although the police ultimately ruled Lisa's death a suicide, according to the records, Jack discovered Lisa hadn't left a suicide note before her death. Moreover, Lisa had climbed over a fence to enter the station that night. Obviously, this didn't seem like something a suicidal person would do. Jack stared at the station map, carefully observing. Finally, he found a breakthrough point in this case.